Before we can execute and test any web API, we have to establish a connection between HttpRepl and our web server. If you are following this chapter, then you must have observed that each of our root templates, it starts with the segment doctor. Technically, this segment is called an endpoint. So doctor is an endpoint for our web API that we have written so far. The objective of this tutorial is to learn how to connect to a server and how to get a list of available endpoints, and how to finally navigate to a specific endpoint, which is doctor in our case. In the coming tutorials, we shall make calls to the various types of web API that we have already added to our web API project, and in this tutorial we will limit ourselves to connecting to our web server and connecting to the doctor endpoint. So as I told, the first thing we have to do is to establish a connection with our server. So open your project and run the application and allow the home page to open. Take note of the IP address of your server. This will be required at the time of connection. Next, let us open the command prompt. Use the menu Tools, Command Line, Developer Command Prompt to open the console. Type the command HttpRepl followed by the complete address of your server as you are seeing here. Hit the enter key, and if everything goes right, you should be able to see your IP address as a path as you are seeing here. This path is very similar to what you see on a DOS command prompt. And in fact, various DOS commands can be run here also because the names have been kept similar. For example, we can use the ls or dir command to view the various available endpoints. So now type ls on the command line on the command prompt as you are seeing here and hit the enter key. The command completes almost immediately and we can see two endpoints listed. The first one is the root and the second one is the doctor. This is the same endpoint that we have used in writing our web API. If you want, I can open our web API project and show this to you. Come to the Solution Explorer and locate the program.cs file. Double click and open it and scroll to the part that you are seeing here. You can see that all the route templates of our web API start with doctor, and this is the same endpoint that has been listed by HttpRepl. Come back to the HttpRepl console. Now it is time to navigate to the doctor endpoint. Basically, we have to change the directory to doctor. The command for this is cd, which is again of the same name as the familiar DOS command called cd. So type cd followed by doctor and hit the enter key. We observe that now our command prompt shows a connection to the doctor directory. We are now connected to the doctor endpoint, and we can now execute our API connections. We can run our web API and test them. But before that, it is possible to jump upwards in the directory tree by using the same familiar cd ... command. For this, type cd followed by two dots